Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Unicorn Tarot. I decided to do full moon readings for everyone, so they're coming out a little wonky, not like my normal where I have a scheduled time and everybody's comes out at the same time. So bear with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment when you're done, you're done listening. If you have suggestions, I'm always game for an idea or a little help. Always is good in my book. I usually use the Essential Tarot with the little book. I've decided to go a little bit more on my intuition and use the Dark Mansion Tarot deck, which I love, from Taroteka Studio, along with the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by Mike Dooley. There's a short message on one side and a long message on the other. I find I do not work well with the long message, so we're sticking to the short one. Maybe eventually it will resonate. Sorry if I deafened anyone with that. My apologies. And then a postcard from Spirit from Colette Baron Reed. Sometimes they use word God or Spirit. If you don't believe, that's fine. Just replace that with your intuition, yourself, or higher power, whatever you're comfortable with. So thank you so much for being here. This is a reading for Scorpio for the full moon in Pisces on September 2nd. And the first card, I didn't do any of the shuffling here because I was finding that the messages were getting long and I don't think everybody enjoyed watching me shuffle. So I decided to pick the cards first. Now, Scorpio, your first card, and I'm doing reversals, which is not something I usually do. I'm not always comfortable with them. And some decks, they say that a reversal is just the same meaning, only not as strong. The Tower is not a horrible thing. Usually the Tower is something that needs to happen. It does look pretty horrible. It looks like the whole world is crashing down. People are falling and there's fire and lightning and the sky is dark. But you know what I just noticed? And that's what I love about cards. Sometimes you're meant to use them for a reason. There's still this darkness here and then there's light here. And with the tarot, bright and light are usually, they're good signs. Darkness is bad, which, ominous, which kind of goes with what we naturally believe. So you received the Tower card in the reverse position. With the reverse position, a lot of times it can mean that you are not being realistic, that maybe you're not, that was your second card. Sorry, that you're going through changes, Scorpio, and that maybe you're having a hard time making those changes or allowing them to happen. And, so maybe around the full moon, you're just not going to feel like yourself, or maybe you're just having a hard time with a change and you're just stuck. So the Tower usually comes to make you unstuck. But in this case, when it's reversed, you're resisting it. You're just not going with the flow. So, and that could have a lot to do with that Pisces full moon. And the next card you got was the Knight of Cups, which normally, good card. In this case, it can actually mean that you're being unrealistic. Maybe that you're not really seeing things as they really are. Maybe your view of things is just not clear. I've heard people talk about like Pisces and the whole dreaminess. So maybe during the Pisces full moon, maybe for all, what do they say? It's a couple days before, a couple days after, it'll have that effect. I wouldn't make any decisions, like something doesn't seem right. And then, now this is crazy because I haven't looked at the cards. I picked the cards, I just put them in a pile, but I didn't read them. And this was the card you got from the Notes from the Universe. Things are not as they appear. Wow. That is crazy. So don't make any decisions. Scorpio, I would say wait a few days. Whatever's going on, don't make a decision just yet. Because maybe what you're basing your decisions are are on your old way of thinking, and maybe over the few days that the full moon has an effect, maybe you're going to realize that that's not true anymore. Maybe what you like has changed, maybe circumstances have changed, or maybe you had on rose-colored glasses and somebody just seemed a lot better than they really are. Especially with the Knight of Cups and his hoof being in the water, normally that would be, emotion. So let's see. Oops, sorry, Scorpio. So let's see here. Your postcard says at the bottom, with love. So it says right down here. And this is the other side. I'm going to read it for you. Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you, towards joy, discovery, growth, or adventure? Participate in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it. If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. So it does say, check in on yourself. Why are you doing this? What are the motives? What was your plan? And so I would say, definitely wait. Things aren't as they seem. Things aren't as they appear. Check in with yourself. And my suggestion, if you have to make decisions, by all means, of course, make them. This message may not resonate with you, and you may have no choice but to make a decision. Just make sure that you get all the information. And if you can, ask a trusted friend, because you just want to make sure. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Have a safe, happy full moon. Don't forget, like, subscribe. If you have a comment, please leave it down below. Thank you so much, Scorpio.